tests, and most of us do TDD. We write tests. At least that's how I do. But sometimes what happens that the system that we have tests that sometimes fail. They sometimes pass, and I wrote a test, and in my CI, sometimes it fails and sometimes it just passes. So why does that happen? And what is the problem if that happens? So one of the problems is that we lose trust that we have in tests. It's failing sometimes. Let's just not look at it. That leads to ignorance. Now we are ignoring that test, and that test is basically of no value. So let's start with an example. This is a test wherein there's a scheduling thing wherein we go ahead and we try to book an appointment. And I just write this test. There's a scheduler class which takes the current date and it checks if tomorrow a booking can be done, and it does the booking. Well, good. I wrote this test. I pushed it in production. One fine day, this happens. And the weirdest thing is this fails on Friday. Why like specific auspicious occasion for this to fail? Well, one of the thing was that if tomorrow is a holiday, the booking can't be done, and someone maybe did not write the test, maybe that was added later, I don't know. So, you need to fix this. One of the quick fixes is that we inject the date. What was happening previously is that we were taking the current system time, and what we did was now we froze, we kept the current time to a fixed value. So every time it fails every time it passes, it will always pass in this case. So sometimes there can be such a case wherein you are not injecting the current date or something like that. What do you do in that case? There are some libraries out there which help you change the system date when you're running tests. Like Frisger is one of the examples. Let's take another example. We all do shopping online, and in this online shopping, we just search some items and go to some other site, and in a very weird way, those items also follow you on those sites. So we are designing such a recommendation system. We want to recommend 3 items. So we write a test, just like a normal test. We go ahead, we write a test, we write assertions. The test is passing, the code is passing. We push it to production, it goes live. Everything looks fine. So a few days go, a few months go, maybe years go, I don't know how long this code is going to be there running in production. One fine day, the test started failing. The test that we just wrote, that started failing. What happened? Someone changed something. And the recommendation is usually based on something random. And maybe the number changed, maybe from 3, the recommendations were 5, and out of 5, those 3 were selected, and not exactly 3 that we needed. Something like that happened. I don't know. So someone checked in some code, and that's the reason it started to fail. This is a perfect example of what I call unpredictable behavior. Whenever production code has an unpredictable behavior, sometimes it's very hard to see that such an unpredictable behavior is there. So what you do when such an unpredictable behavior is there, you mock or use some sort of a test double. Can be a stub or something. And you, just like I showed how to freeze the date time dot now, you freeze the unpredictable behavior and make your test get the exact same value every time. What is unpredictable behavior in simple words is that it's something that you're getting from the outside of the system. Something like random, something like some system argument, something that you just can't predict. It can be date, it can be some random thing happening. Never ever test your unpredictable code. But why am I saying this? Why am I saying that you should never test this unpredictable code? It goes back to the same thing I told first. You lose trust, you start ignoring tests, your tests lose you the value. So if tests are meant to pass, they should always pass, and if the tests are meant to fail, they should always fail. Thank you. My name is Tanay PrabhuDesai. You can follow my tag is Tanay7 everywhere.